got the crazy hair this morning. Hi, crazy hair. Hi, crazy hair. You guys, today I had a very eye-opening moment at my Walmart. Okay, I have been shopping at this Walmart for years. No, let's say decades. And whenever I go to the craft aisles, I only go to the yarn department because yarn. Anyway, today I had Emmy with me and I wasn't able to totally focus on the yarn. So I just looked at the craft aisles because I was wondering, okay, I have checked some Walmarts in other cities and I've noticed that they have like 4 or 5 craft aisles. And I thought that my Walmart didn't have any. Well, as it turns out, my Walmart actually has a lot of craft things. I mean, look at it. There's more here than there were at the Walmarts that I looked at in Oklahoma City, which was where I first discovered that Walmart carries more than yarn in their craft department. And surprisingly, I never realized before that my Walmart does indeed have fabric. It has a fabric cutting table, and I just never noticed. Honestly, how oblivious do I have to be to everything in life, in the world, to not notice that my Walmart had fabric? It's because I am always focused on the yarn. So yeah, Emmy was loving this trip. Look, they have floral supplies. They have floral supplies. Well, I knew they had clothes at Walmart. They have like Pioneer Woman glasses and cases. Oh, for $9, that's not bad. They have kids crafts. They have, what are these? Oh, Pioneer Woman sewing kit things. There's scissors, and I saw this at another store and I was like, I wonder why my Walmart doesn't have stuff like that. Well, apparently they do. And this craft section is huge. The whole craft department. Who knew? Like, here's some of the kids stuff. Monster craft kit, fairy tale craft kit, paints, all sorts of painting supplies and kids fun stuff, little wooden things, pom-poms, pipe cleaners, clay. What are these? Oh, these are more craft kits. There's a ton of them. Check that out. Okay, now we've got more of the floral things. Like, you can make wreaths, and you've got that green foam stuff that you can stick sticks of flowers in. Like these things. I don't know what you call the other craft stuff. Hey, other crafty people. Hey, Kim, tell me what all this stuff is. In case you don't know, I'm talking about Kim from Affordably Crafty, my yarny bestie. Here's a bunch of, that was a bunch of Cricut supplies. Here we've got, what is this, bead supplies? Yeah, people would talk about their craft market at their Walmart, and I was like, wonder why my Walmart doesn't have that. I'm an idiot. Okay, I'm saying that to myself in the nicest way. I am not self-abusing. Ooh, nice vases and baskets and other stuff. Oh my gosh, this stuff is wonderful. There's that llama again. Just going to take a moment to take all this in. I am literally floored. Here's some fake plants. And these are not short aisles either. These are pretty long aisles. Tell me what your Walmart's like. Are your Walmarts this big? Are your Walmarts very craftual? Would you say craftual or craftual? Ooh, there's some wooden crates down there. They're a lot more expensive here at Walmart than they are at Michael's and Joanne. Oops, sorry about that. $19.97. I can get them for like half of that at Joann's and Michael's. Oh, and there's a little styrofoam head. Tons of painting stuff. Wow. Proof that people see what they want to see. And apparently I always just want to see yarn, which we're going to go look at in just a second. So hang tight. If you're like me, you want to see the yarn. There was some more Pioneer Woman glasses. And look, you can make all sorts of wooden things. Like wooden key ring holders, wooden, what are those things called? Picture frames. They've got the wood burning stuff, little stencils. And a ton of paint. Oh, look, they've even got little leaflets that you can take and kind of like crochet pull, what are they called? Patterns. Except it's a craft pattern. All sorts of markers and notebooks and sketchbooks and crayons. Wow. This is amazing. Oh, we're going down this aisle again. I think I was just so in awe that, oh, look, fabric table. Fabric. Yarn. Okay, we're back in the happy place. Oh, I think, yeah, I put up Emmy's hair, so it's not crazy hair anymore. Here's something I haven't seen before, a pom-pom and tassel maker for $11.47. They've got some little crochet beginner kits, loom knit kits, knitting kits. I don't see anything new in the knitting needles and crochet hooks. Here's some of the Mainstays anti-pilling yarn for $2.66. That is such a great price. Seriously, the yarn at Walmart is so much less expensive than it is at Michael's and Joann's, like a couple of bucks less per skein, which is really good. There are certain yarns that I can get at Michael's and Joann's, but I'm not going to because I want to pay the Walmart prices. You can't get this anywhere else. 157 yards. This feels a little like Hometown. Oh, there we go. She is having fun. The Overjoyed, and they've got colorful colors. They're like pretty rainbow colors. But it feels like Furl's Wonder Yarn, like a thick, Simply Soft, kind of like that. It's got that shiny, slick feel. Once again, the Mandala bonus bundle cakes are $9.97, which is about $7 less than it is at Joann's. This is what is on the opposite wall of the yarn. Not sure what that stuff is. What craft stuff is that, for those of you who know crafts? Just want to get a wide angle of what we're looking at here. It looks like they've put a little more yarn, like they've restocked more. There's still some empty spaces, but it has more yarn than it did last time. There's a lot of the hometown yarn, and it is $3.42. That is a great price for that hometown yarn. It's like twice as much at Joann and Michael's. Maybe not exactly, maybe a little less than twice, but still substantially less here. And Woolies is $6.97 here. I think it's either $8.99 or $9.99 at Joann's and Michael's. Oh, I wanted to check these out. The Red Heart, what are they called? The ombre, Red Heart ombre skeins, because I did watch the Crystal from Bag a Day video, and indeed some of these ombre cakes are definitely lighter. And I was looking at the labels. This looks a little different too. Am I imagining things, or does that look a lot different? I'm trying to decide, because it looked like a new color to me, but at the same time it doesn't look like a new color to me. And yeah, I can't tell. I did notice that the skeins of yarn that have the US, made in the US, are the brighter ones. Those are the old ones. And then the ones that are made in Turkey are definitely like, they're lighter colors and they have a weird texture. See, this one's made in the US and it's one of the old ones. This is the ombre we're familiar with. And then I believe the one next to it is one made in Turkey. I saw another one that was made in India. I think those were not, they weren't the ombre cakes. See, that is one of the softer stripes, the new ones. Oh, and Emmy was just grabbing yarn off the shelves. She was like, yep, we need this one. Give me that one and that one. And oh, give me those. Give me those. She's just like me. Yep, you're going to give me that. I'm going to just throw it in the back of the cart. We're not getting these yarns. She just wants to check them out. She's very impressed. Here, give me that one. Yeah, I want that one too. I tried to take it back to put it on the shelf, and she was like, no, oh. She needed it. She needed it. Oh, she needed a pillow. I did hear, however, that they might be switching it back. I'm not exactly sure what's going on with this yarn, because people were all crazy. They were like, you know what? We want the old ombre cakes. We don't want these new ombre cakes that we don't like. That we're not familiar with them. They don't have as many colors, or, you know, their color changes are softer. We want this one. Yeah, she does not want to give that back. Here we go. We're going to throw that in the back here. Look at her. She's got her little yarn stash started. This Walmart cart did not have the seatbelt buckle. I was going crazy. I like this color a lot. Oh, look at the baby on the label. So cute. And this, oh, I think this is one that was made in India. Here, I need to focus. So anyway, what news have you heard about the Karen ombre cakes? Did I say Karen? I meant Red Heart. What news have you heard about the Red Heart ombre cakes? I would love to know what you guys have heard. Also, we have sewing. We've got embroidery thread, and you saw all the sewing threads. Here's some patterns. There's some fabric. Got some t-shirts you can iron stuff on. And then here I'm going to give a little longer view of the yarn aisle, I think. But first I want to look at all this Pioneer Woman stuff. Looks like they've restocked the yarn on the Pioneer Woman. And they have like this cotton yarn, seriously. I mean, it's like peaches and cream quality and it's almost 12 bucks. Yuck. Okay, this I'm debating on whether I think this is a good deal or not. It's $14.99 and it makes one towel. And it comes with, well, it comes with a towel to make it with. It comes with yarn. Let's see if I can get a little closer here. Printed tea towel. It comes with a crochet hook, knitting needles, some scissors, a couple other things. Oh, now I have never seen these before. This is $24 something for a set of 3 for these Pioneer Woman crochet hooks. Holy smokes. They're from size G to size K, or from a 4mm to an 8mm. Oh, so it goes higher than K. I've never seen those before. They're pretty, but I don't know if I'd want to spend 25 bucks, you know, for those hooks. Just saying. I think I kind of want to get the We Crochet dots. It's We Crochet dots crochet hook set. I can't remember whether there's 6 or 8 hooks in there, but I want to get that set. Anyway, I'm going way off topic here. Let's look at the yarn again, because really, can we ever get too much yarn? No, I don't think so. Look, see, this is very different. Very different indeed. And let's check out the Premier. The Premier and the mandala cakes at Walmart cost so much less. They're like a full $3 to $4 less at Walmart. Okay, I'm going back down here for a second time because obviously the first time I hadn't had enough of the yarn aisle. Okay, we've got the sewing machines here. And we've got buttons and all sorts of sewing notions, sewing tools, things that do not apparently exist in my world completely. You know, they're invisible to me because yarn. I did not notice that Emmy's hair was in the picture whenever I was recording this. And there are the fat quarters, or the little folded up things of fabric. There's some remnants. So much fabric at my Walmart. I had no idea. And look at all those colors of thread. The first thing I think of when I see all that thread is, I wonder if you can crochet with it. It would be very tiny. There's an end cap of Red Heart Super Saver. And look, so many bolts of fabric and remnants and fabric. You would think sewing was a popular thing. I wonder if anybody comes in the Walmart yarn department or sewing department and just completely never sees the yarn. Like, they don't even know that yarn exists because they're so obsessed with sewing. Do you think that's a thing? I bet it is. Because there is a lot of fabric. A lot of fabric. And then there's stuffing stuff. Is that upholstery type kind of stuff? And this is less expensive at Walmart than it is at Joann's and Michael's too, the stuffing stuff. Okay, this is more like office stuff right there. And more office stuff. Like office stuff is a thing? Oh, here we go. We headed to my other department at my Walmart, which happens to be of course, the plants. Let's check out some plants. We've got these pretty ethereum and big tropical house plants. I got this kitty for Emmy. You know why? Because you press a button on the top, it meows, and it also walks. And Emmy fell in love with it, so I had to get it for her. Oh yeah. But for those of you who don't know, I worked in the lawn and garden department at Lowe's and Home Depot for years. And this was a couple of decades ago. But I love plants. I want to get them all. I don't know if I love them as much as I love yarn, but I do love them. Look at those. Look at that green. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, look at all of these pretty babies. These look like they're new, like they just came in because they're all fresh, they're watered. These are only $4.97, I believe. I believe that's the price on these little guys. Yeah, which is not bad, $5 for a thing of beauty that can grow into a tree. Well, some of them can. That one doesn't grow into a tree, but some of them do. Look at the Christmas cactuses. Or would they be considered Easter cactuses now that they are blooming around Easter? Don't know, don't care. I want to take it home. This day I didn't actually get any plants because Emmy was getting ready to crawl out of the cart. Ooh, look at those pretty bromeliads. Ivy. So pretty. At one point in time, I had over 250 houseplants in my house. So, if you would like to get on the discussion of plants at any point in time, I would be glad to talk plants with you. I also have an Instagram called Plant Baby Geek, in case, you're wondering. Here's some more. These are a little more, oh, look at these. $7.97. This is about a 2-inch little pot. It's not big at all. Oh, wow. Those are such beautiful plants. Okay, so I went back to the craft aisles because I wanted to count how many how many craft aisles we have that I have never noticed before. Okay, here's the first one. There's number 1, number 2, number 3 is the yarn aisle, and the fabric table is right behind me. I never noticed, even though the yarn aisle is directly facing it. 3, there's 4. That's the 4th aisle. And here we are coming to the 5th aisle. 5 full aisles and a half. This one has, it's partially party supplies, and then it's got some like paper crafting as you go down. Well, guys, thanks for shopping with me and Emmy at Walmart today. I love you guys. And if you know anybody who is maybe not aware that Walmart has more than yarn, share this video with them. They might like it. And they might appreciate it. Okay, guys, have a wonderful day. I love you, and I will see you later.